This is Aja. I'm coming to do another clairvoyant message reading. This time it will be for the sign of Virgo. Now, while meditating on the sign of Virgo, there are a couple of messages that I got. The first one is, some of y'all are portraying to the world like you got everything figured out, like you know what you're doing, like you have a grand master plan that's gonna go through, it's gonna work, everything is gonna be perfect. But in all actuality, you don't. You don't know what your next step is going to be when it comes to certain things that you got in motion. You don't got everything figured out. But because you've been portraying to the world as if you do, you have to uphold that image. Otherwise, your money flow stops. Because you've made money off of this image. Does that make sense? You've created the image of a leader, of a person who's gonna change the world, change certain things around you. And the fact of the matter is, you don't really know how the fuck you're gonna do this. Because from the outside looking in, it seems as though you have all the answers, but you really don't, Virgo. Also, some of y'all, you're going through issues with your significant other. Some of y'all have been cheating on your significant other for 3 years, 3 or more years. And I don't think this person knows that. They have an inkling that you've been cheating with this particular person that you have around you. But you're portraying as if this person is somebody you do business with, handle some type of business affairs with, but in all actuality, you've been cheating on your spouse with this person for 3 years. But I'm feeling like the reason why you've been keeping it the way you have is because the image that you have, that you uphold for everybody else, it wouldn't sit right with the rest of the world if they knew the truth about what you're doing with this person. What do I mean by that? Some of y'all have created the image that you're pro-black or you're pro something. You know, you're only for this particular group of women or this particular group of men. But in all actuality, you're really cheating on your significant other with somebody from a different race. So if the world was to find out the truth about this, your whole image would be destroyed. And that's the way that you make your money. So you have to hide this from the world. But I'm picking up on the fact that this shit ain't nothing new. You've been sleeping with this person for years, Virgo. All the while pretending like you're this person who's for the people. Into other messages that I was getting for y'all is you're very particular about the way that you want things, and in your mind, if somebody can't give it to you how you want it, then they don't need to be doing the shit at all. And you're not gonna be nice about it either. You're gonna be very rude about it too, because again, in your mind, you feel as though if you can't do what I'm asking you to do, I don't want you around me at all. Because it's a very particular way I want this shit to be done, and you're not doing it the way that I want it to be done. I'm also hearing the name Jasmine. I don't know why I'm hearing that name. It may be some significance to one of you Virgos, but I'm definitely hearing that name. Let me see if I can get any more clairvoyant messages for the sign of Virgo. A lot of y'all don't have a heart for the shit that you stand for anymore. Your whole moral and value are changing. The whole idea of what you planned on doing from the beginning is changing because you don't have a heart for it anymore. You don't have the motivation to do this shit anymore. You don't feel like it's gonna get anywhere. You're lying to the people around you. And some of them know that you're changing. Your whole aura, your vibe, the way that you move is changing. One thing about you, you're not gonna say too much. You're really about showing people and not really talking about it. So because people understand that your actions are gonna speak louder than your words, they know that you really don't have a heart to do the shit that you wanted to do. Your whole idealistic ideology about whatever it is that you stand for, whatever movement you're involved in, you don't believe in the movement anymore. You don't believe in the ideology of it anymore. You have no motivation behind it anymore. You're really disinterested is what I'm picking up on. Some of y'all you're plotting too. I'm hearing make your next move your best move. So some of y'all are waiting to see what somebody is going to do around you. And based off of the action that they choose to take, you're going to go full throttle. And you probably going to wind up doing something you're going to regret, Virgo, later down the line. But right now, you're in a mind state of, I don't really care too much about how this is going to appear to this person. I don't really care too much about how I'm going to make somebody else feel. Because who the fuck cares about feelings? To you, it's all about how things appear. It's about how things are, and you're not really a feeling type. Does that make sense? Some of y'all you don't understand why you love somebody. You don't understand love, period. You don't understand it. In your mind, it makes no sense. Love makes no sense because it has no actual equation that equals an answer. And for you, everything has to be objective and it has to make sense. And because love doesn't make sense to you, you don't believe in it. Okay. But anyways, these are all the messages that I have for the sign of Virgo. Y'all be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.